Hello friends and welcome to Cooking with Rod. Alright, today we're making buns. I'm making 6 hamburger buns and 4 hot dog buns. This dough is so great, I've even used it to make a loaf of bread. Anyways, let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is weigh out 1 pound of all-purpose flour, or 454 grams. Then we're going to set that aside until needed. Now into the bowl of your stand mixer, you want 1 cup of water at about 105 degrees, no more than 110. 1 package of active dry yeast, which is 8 grams. 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour from the flour that you set aside before. Now we're going to whisk that together until well incorporated and there's no flour lumps left. Then we're going to let it stand for about 10 to 15 minutes to see if the yeast is alive. The yeast will foam up in the bowl. Then you know it's alive and ready to go. Then we're going to take 3 tablespoons or 43 grams of unsalted butter. And we're going to melt that butter in the microwave for about 30 seconds. And then 1 large egg. 3 tablespoons or 42 grams of white sugar. And 1 1/4 teaspoon of fine salt. Now we're going to add that to the yeast mixture in the bowl of the stand mixer. Say that 5 times. And then we're going to add our flour and put it on the stand mixer with the dough hook attachment. Now on the stand mixer with the dough hook attachment, we're going to start that on the very lowest setting for a minute. And then once it's mixed in, we're going to turn that up a little bit to the second setting. Then we're going to let that go for about 5 to 6 minutes. In the meantime, we can oil a bowl with olive oil or any oil that you choose, about 1 teaspoon. And get our floured surface ready for the dough. Once the dough's been kneading for 5 or 6 minutes, it should form a very soft but slightly sticky dough. Then we're going to turn that out onto our floured surface and form it into a nice smooth ball. We're going to place the dough in the oiled bowl and roll it around 3 or 4 times to get it completely covered in oil. Then we're going to cover it with foil and put it in a warm spot. I usually put it in my oven with the light on until the dough has doubled in size, roughly 2 hours. Then we're going to weigh the entire dough ball so we can evenly divide it. I'm making 10 buns, so approximately 81 grams each. So you want to roll those into its own little ball. I'm making 6 hamburger buns and 4 hot dog buns. Then you want to cover that with a little bit of plastic and let it rise for about 1 hour. Now preheat your oven to 375. Then you want to take 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of milk and beat that up in a small bowl. Now using a brush, you want to very gently brush that over your dough balls. Sprinkle your dough balls with sesame seeds. Then bake for 15 to 17 minutes. Let cool for about 10 minutes and then remove to a wire rack. If you like my content, I'll put a couple of videos that you can watch until my next upload. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and share with your friends. We'll see you next time.